Hey there, cats and kitties. I am the Blues Man, Johnny Blues, and this is going to be a brief little review for Sword Art Online, Episode 1. Now, this series I get really curious about because I've been a fan of the .hack anime series. There have been various ones of those. There was .hack Sign, .hack Legend of the Twilight, as well as .hack Roots, and I'm sure there are also other OVAs or OVAs, as I call them, that I both have and haven't seen. But I've always liked the aesthetic because I'm a Final Fantasy game player and fan of having a massive multiplayer online RPG where people can plug into, and it's a virtual world essentially. I mean, it's your escape from the real world, and you go in, you play your game, and you log out if you're lucky enough to be able to. More on that in a moment. And I like the aesthetic. I love the beautiful cinematic looks to the worlds in these anime series, and how much it reminds me of the gameplay experience. But there's a lot more going on in Sword Art Online, just as there was in .hack. In this case, we meet the main character, Kirito, and he's basically like this loner. He prefers the virtual world to the real world, and it's kind of like that old phrase, be careful what you wish for. He also meets up with this character called Klein, who's basically just learning the ropes. We find out through their interaction that Kirito has been part of the beta test for this virtual world, and so he kind of knows the ropes up to a point. I believe he said level 8, and there's 100 levels. And we also gain some insight as to what's going on and who's behind it all with Kayaba Akahiko. Now, this is the game creator, and he's basically trying to be God. And, how exactly is he trying to do that? Well, the devices that log people in are called nerve gear devices, and they're used basically to log you into the game. And the thing is, they don't come with a logout button, and this was all done on purpose. And if you try to forcibly log somebody out, there's a microwave emitter from the device that will actually fry their brain. So basically, everybody who has logged into this game is now stuck within it. And it's basically Kayaba's plan. The only way you can get out is if you defeat the game, and you go all 100 levels, defeat all the bosses, yada, yada, yada. But here's the thing, making it even that much tougher, there's no magic, there's no healing or anything in this game. So basically you have one shot, and if you fail at any time along the way, you're dead in the real world. Or if somebody tries to break you out, you're dead in the real world. Wonderful gameplay, but there's no healing capability, as I say, and even though there isn't magic, he does at one point use a mirror device because everybody has their in-game avatars, and this device actually scans them and gives them their real-world appearance in the game, and it actually turns out pretty funny when you see this teenager being overly protective of a little girl, and then they both end up being two frumpy-looking slackers in reality. But I'm definitely digging this interesting sort of, how are these people going to break out? Are they going to find means to actually go beyond the programming of the game? Or, and how much involvement is the game creator, who wants to be God, going to be in the series? And so, there's a thousand ways that this could go, and I'm definitely intrigued. When it comes to the art design, I love the backgrounds. I love the look of the world. There's some really dynamic shots, like toward the end where the main character, Kirito, is actually taking on like a wolf that's attacking him, and they do this kind of zoom around, almost like a Matrix thing, and I just thought, wow, I love the look of this series. That's something I always had to applaud .hack series for as well, having just a really immersive, great-looking virtual world. Now, the character designs are a little bit, plain. They don't stand out as much as I'd like them to right off the bat, but then again, we only meet like two of them, really, and everyone else is just kind of background, and so I'm sure there are other main characters we will be meeting as the series goes on, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. One little thing as a RPG fan, even though I'm not like, the heaviest gamer in the world, I'm kind of a loose gamer, but I remember the Dragon Quest series, and I love how there's a reference to the little slimes in those games. So as a gamer, I appreciated that. I'm sure there were probably other little nods and winks at other games here and there. But that was the one that I picked up on, so I thought that was funny. But I definitely do dig how the main character is going to eventually come to look, as per the ending credits. He's got like a black trench coat to match his hair, and he looks like he's wearing all black. So he's basically going to be, I think, in this game, the expert. He's one of the beta testers. He's gotten to level 8 in the beta mode, so he already has an idea on how to play this thing, and it looks definitely interesting to see all the other cast of characters that will eventually show up, and how they will interact with him, and whether they'll become a team, whether they'll be enemies. But I'm definitely intrigued. I'm definitely going to be sticking with it as long as I can have access to the episodes for the moment, and I'll definitely continue reviewing it. I may eventually adapt a bi-weekly where I, kind of encompass what happened in the last 2 episodes. So I'd love to hear from you guys if you've seen the first episode of Sword Art Online. What did you think of it? Did you get as impressed with it as I did? Or, did it fall flat to you? You can post that in the comments below, obviously, and otherwise as a video response. And yeah, so that'll be it for me. I hope you're all doing well, and I'll catch you all later. Peace.